I'm live. I am live. I don't know how to get this off of here. So there we go. Goodbye. I don't know what's happening. I'm still learning to operate this live feature on YouTube. But good morning, everybody, or whatever time it is that you happen to be watching right now. And I've been thinking about making this video. You know, I'm still getting back into the groove of being back on YouTube. I used to make a video almost every day. And, you know, I have it in my intention to do at least a couple of videos a week just to plug back in. And I realized that, you know, back when I was doing videos every day and, you know, I had such an amazing community cultivated and, you know, just things just sort of slowly over time, I just kind of stopped doing videos. And so I'm really thrilled to be back. So the story that I want to tell you is, you may be following me now, you may be involved in my online community that I'm doing. It's a program called Let's Get Our Groove Back. So you may be involved in that. But if you're not, I want to give you a little backstory. It's a little bit of a story that I have shared with the people that are in my group. And just several months ago, I really wasn't in the best place in my life. And I had no real thought at the time of coming back to YouTube or to leading wellness initiatives or any of that. That really just wasn't where my headspace was. And so through a series of events, things that began to happen, I found my way back here. And just in the month of May, I started doing this online program, this new one, on May the 5th. And since then, I've lost 10 pounds. And I have 10, 20, 30 more to go. But it's very encouraging. And it's not all about the weight. Although, if you carry extra weight, you know how exciting losing 10 pounds is, especially after having tried in other ways. And you know what's so crazy is so many of us really know what to do. It's just getting us to actually do that thing. I heard somebody say once, and I think it's so true, diets work. Whatever that diet is, it works, but people don't always work. And I think that's so true. But you do have to find that sweet spot that works best for you. And you typically know what it is. Like most people know, it's like, if I eat that, that's gonna stick around on my body for a long time. Like pizza's that way for me. If I eat even one slice of pizza, I feel like it's there. I'm packing it with me wherever I go from here on out, you know? And so pizza's just one of those things. I'm not saying I'm never gonna have another bite of pizza, but I'm just like, that's not what I'm up to right now. What I'm up to is I'm getting my groove back. And I'm doing it alongside with over 100 other people. And so here's what I did. So I was offered this dream job back in fall of last year, right? So, you know, I'm involved in the farmer's market. I'm the financial director there. And I was running the farm stand, which was a brick and mortar farmer's market, and it was open 6 days a week, and I worked a ton. So it closed, the grant ended, and so it closed at the end of December. And so but even before that happened, even before I knew it was gonna close, I had this job offer that was out of the blue. It completely blew me away. It was a very good job offer, and it was to be the general manager of a farm-to-table restaurant here in Tulsa. Very upscale, very innovative. The chef was a James Beard Award nominee just this last cycle. And she's a good friend. She's an amazing inspiration to me and so many other people. And if I look rough, I've been out walking the dog this morning and I'm starting to cool down a little. So she offers me this job and I started at the 1st of January. And it's a good paying job. And so then, you know, the pandemic hit and I was laid off on March the 15th. And I spent a a little bit of time feeling sorry for myself because I didn't qualify. And I'm probably repeating myself, so some of you know the story already, but for those of you who don't, I wanted to put it out there in the cosmos because some other people might be able to relate to it. So no job. I wasn't qualifying for unemployment, and I didn't qualify for a stimulus check because of something kind of stupid, but my Social Security number's tied up in my ex-husband's payment plan that he's making to the IRS, so I can't even file my taxes, which is a whole other issue. We all have things, don't we? So I was just sitting there wondering how I was going to get by. And so finally one day, one of my members that have been at Real Food Rehab, as she lives here in Tulsa, she was like, you need to start another wellness retreat because I need it. I mean, she wasn't looking out for me necessarily. She's looking out for her own health, and rightly so. And so she gave me the nudge, and then another woman gave me the nudge, and here I am, I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I'm like, hey, who am I to do a wellness retreat right now? Because, I'm drinking a little, having my little sips of wine every night, more than a little, and I'm eating just whatever. And so I slept on that a few nights, and then I started thinking about it. And I mean, I really started thinking about it. And I mean, what have I been doing with my life? I had to make a living, so I had to work all kinds of jobs that I've worked. But I feel like I have this ready-made community right here in front of me. It's like I had a wake-up call. There's 20,000 members at Real Food Rehab, and that website's antiquated. It's not real user-friendly, but those people are still there, and not a lot of them probably don't care anymore, but there's a handful, maybe more than a handful, who do. And then, I have other outlets of connection with people on the internet. And so I decided, well, what the heck? I need a reboot. So I started this program, 11 Days to Get Your Groove Back. And we started it on May 5th. And then I was planning to go back to work on May 17th. And then my boss said, well, I don't really need you back until the first week of June. And I kind of freaked out on the inside because I was planning, based on what she had already told me, I was planning on going back to work that Monday, May the 17th. And then what that meant was that I wasn't going to be getting a paycheck that first week of June. So how am I going to pay my rent? How am I going to pay my car payment? How am I going to live? So I thought, well, I'll do another 11 days to get your groove back. So I did. And so it was during that second 11 days to get your groove back, that's when the magic really started to happen. I mean, I'd already given up drinking alcohol, and I'd already gone back to a super high raw food diet, vegetarian, vegan. I wasn't perfect, but I was doing the things that I used to do years ago when I felt really good and I was at a more healthy weight, and I just was doing the thing, I started doing it again. And then I started having like a kind of a spiritual awakening during that second 11 days. And I woke up one day and I knew that I was supposed to keep doing this. And that I couldn't go back to the $45,000 a year awesome general manager job that seemed like it was custom made for me, but it would be working with people I love, surrounded by amazing locally grown foods, fruits and vegetables. And I recognized I wasn't feeling like that's what I was supposed to do anymore. So this Monday, I drove out to Depew, Oklahoma to meet with my boss, Lisa, and that was hard because I love her and I love all the people that work there. And I had to tell her that I felt led to stay with what I had created in May, but honestly created even way before that. It started back in, back in 2005. But, I created Raw Food Rehab in 2009. So it's 11 years exactly. The month of May was the 11-year anniversary of the day that I created the community that became what it is now, is Real Food Rehab. And which I love that. 11 years is kind of a magical time. So here I am, I'm back. And do I know what the future will hold exactly? I don't. But I know that I'm following my gut instinct. I'm following that higher voice. And I'm believing that the answers are going to appear as I go. And so far, so good. So far, that's happened. So I'm going to continue to give free content on this YouTube channel. And I don't even know exactly what all that content's going to be yet. I know that I'll be inspired to do that. So right now, it's going to be me coming and talking to you occasionally. And then it's going to be every Friday that I can. I'm going to continue doing Foodie Fridays because it seems like people really like that, and I do too. And I'm open for your suggestions. My online group that we have about right now around a little over 100 people. I think there's like 120 people. I've asked them for suggestions of what they would like to see. They get Foodie Friday first, and then I share it with the rest of you all. But I want to just throw it out there. If you would like to come join us for the month of June, if you haven't already, I would like to invite you to come and join. So what I'm doing, it is a online, it's on Facebook. That's where I'm doing it because that's where it's most user friendly. And it's not perfect or ideal, but it is the most user friendly, and it translates very well to handheld devices, which is what most people use. So, and I'm going to continue to use Real Food Rehab as my way of communicating with people because it's like a ready-made mailing list, and I will put some content on there as well. But I would like for you to join us. So recipes, motivation, inspiration, and community support by incredible people that are on the same path that I'm on. And some of these people are having amazing results. Kathy, who also lives in Tulsa, has also lost 10 pounds, and she's gotten her groove back. And she's entertaining, and she's, socially distancing while she's doing that, but she's teaching and helping other people. And, what we're doing is we're deciding, we're making a decision that we're going to focus on ourselves. And we're going to put ourselves first so that we can be more light-filled and be more healthy and feel our best so that perhaps we can go out into this very difficult world right now and have our immune system built up, but then also be mentally, physically, spiritually in a better place so that we can actually embody the light and go out and be light workers during this time when it's so needed. And probably if you're watching this video right now, you already have a nudge and you know that you're being beckoned to be your best right now. And I just want to say that if you are feeling that and that you would like to come and join us, it would be a gift to me as I'm making this massive transition away from the known to the unknown. Walking by faith, not by sight. Walking by the nudge that I have in my gut about what I'm supposed to do. So we would love it if you would come and join us. And I'll put the link underneath this video. But for those of you who don't want to come, I hope you'll stay tuned. I would love it if you haven't already. Subscribe to this channel because I can promise you there's a lot of great things to come. And just stay connected to me. I'm back and I want to be connected with you. I'm grateful that you're still here. I'm grateful that if you're just now finding me, I'm grateful that however you stumbled upon me, I'm so glad that you're here. And I'd like to be a support to you as if you're wanting to find a way to get your groove back. We're here and we're ready to welcome you with open arms. So thanks so much for your time and for watching, and I wish you a beautiful day. Please stay safe. Know that the angels surround you. And I look forward to talking with you again soon. Thanks. Bye.